It was supposed to be just another night at a Coldplay concert in Boston. 60,000 fans singing along, lights flashing, pure magic in the air. But what happened that night would destroy a marriage, collapse a billion-dollar company, and create the most viral scandal of 2025. All because of 30 seconds on a kiss cam. Andy Byron sat in the VIP section that night. He's the CEO of Astronomer, a tech company worth $1.3 billion. Next to him was Kristin Cabot, his chief people officer. They looked like they were having a great time. Maybe too good of a time. When that camera found them in the crowd, everything changed forever. You know how kiss cams work. The camera zooms in on couples. They kiss. Everyone cheers. Simple, harmless fun. But when the spotlight hit Byron and Kat, what the world saw wasn't innocent at all. Their fingers were locked together, eyes staring into each other, arms wrapped around each other like lovers, not colleagues. Then they saw themselves on the big screen. Byron's face went white. He literally dove out of frame like he was dodging bullets. Kat buried her face in her hands. 60,000 people watched this panic unfold in real time. Chris Martin, trying to keep things light, made a comment that would haunt them forever. Either they are having an affair or they are just very shy. That moment was captured by thousands of phones. Within hours, it was everywhere. TikTok exploded with reaction videos. Twitter threads dissected every frame. Reddit users created entire investigations. YouTube compilations got millions of views. The memes came fast and brutal. One user joked, "The odds of your marriage ending at a Coldplay concert are low, but never zero." Another said, "Coldplay's kiss cam just destroyed a $1.3 billion company." But the internet wasn't done yet. Just as the video was peaking in virality, a screenshot starred Ted making rounds. It was supposedly an apology from Byron himself. Beautiful, heartfelt, poetic. He talked about privacy violations and heartbreak. He even quoted Coldplay lyrics. "Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you." It was touching, almost too perfect, because it was completely fake. The statement came from a parody account pretending to be CBS News. But no such employee existed. It was satire, a hoax, completely made up. But the internet didn't care. The fake apology got shared thousands of times before anyone realized the truth. The damage was already done. Days later, a second fake statement appeared. This time, Byron said he wasn't sorry about the kiss cam moment. He just wished Coldplay would go back to making better albums. If the first apology was cringe, this one was pure comedy. TikTok users lost their minds. One person stitched the video saying he didn't just lose his marriage, he lost the plot. While the internet was having a field day, one person's silence spoke louder than any statement could. Megan Byron, Andy's wife. Sharp-eyed social media users noticed she had quietly dropped Byron from her Facebook name. She wasn't Megan Byron anymore, just Megan Carrion. Hours later, her entire Facebook account vanished. Then her Instagram disappeared, too. Gone completely. Suddenly, what started as internet jokes took on a much darker tone. Support for Megan flooded comment sections everywhere. Posts calling her a class act went viral. One tweet that gained over 100,000 likes read, "What a queen. Get the divorce lawyer in the bag." The internet had chosen its side. Behind the scenes, more details started emerging. Andy Byron had been running Astronomer since 2023. He wasn't just some random executive. Business magazines called him a sharp strategist, the man who turned tech into gold. They used phrases like data whisperer and algorithmic genius. But now he was a meme, a scandal, a trending topic. Kristin Cabot wasn't new to tech either. She was a seasoned HR veteran from Silicon Valley who built her career on trust and leadership. The irony was brutal. The head of HR caught in what looked like a workplace romance with her boss. While Byron was still married with 2 children, reports surfaced that Kat had finalized her own divorce back in 2022. One TikTok summed it up perfectly. "There's no reason to react like that on camera unless something's going on. Period." Another viral video asked, "So, is she now going to have to lead a workplace misconduct meeting about herself?" This wasn't just a public scandal anymore. It became an internal reckoning. Former Astronomer employees started coming out of the woodwork. Whisper networks turned into loud voices. Screenshots and group chat leaks revealed allegations of toxic behavior under Byron's leadership. Old wounds were reopened. Some employees were even celebrating the scandal in private chats. One ex-employee wrote, "Karma's real. We've been warning people about him for years." For years, those complaints were brushed aside. Byron's leadership was seen as intense but effective. Now that narrative was crumbling. Old employee reviews on job sites got fresh attention. One particularly damning review from 2023 warned potential applicants that the company looked great from outside, but was built on fear and burnout. Another review had even hinted at inappropriate closeness between upper management long before the kiss cam moment. Astronomers' social media went completely silent. Their LinkedIn activity froze. Byron's personal LinkedIn disappeared. The company didn't issue any public statements. Neither did Byron or Kat. The silence spoke volumes. Back at the concert, Chris Martin slowly realized what he had unleashed. Reports say he looked visibly uncomfortable as fans started whispering and sharing videos before the encore even began. At one point, he nervously said into the microphone, "Holy, I hope we didn't do something bad." But it was already too late. The internet gave it a name that stuck. Coldplay. Google searches for astronomer CEO wife surged. Hashtags like Coldplaygate and Kisscam scandal trended for days. Even Elon Musk chimed in with a cryptic tweet. "Live by the algorithm, die by the algorithm." A 30-second on Kisscam moment had triggered a chain reaction that shook up an entire tech company, ruined a marriage, and made two people the faces of corporate embarrassment on a global stage. The world watched in real time as a seemingly perfect executive life unraveled, not because of leaked emails or whistleblowers, but because of a camera, a crowd, and one very unfortunate zoom-in. Industry insiders reported emergency board meetings at Astronomer. No official comments were made, but sources suggested deep concern about leadership's ability to weather the storm. Competitors subtly capitalized on the scandal. Smaller startups posted about the importance of ethical leadership and clear workplace boundaries, clearly throwing shade without naming names. Questions kept surfacing. Why were they sitting together in the first place? Most VIP sections have assigned seating. Byron and Kat weren't just next to each other. They were physically close in a way that suggested it was intentional. Body language experts on TikTok analyzed the footage frame by frame, pointing out eye contact patterns and subtle touches. The implications went beyond marriage drama. For many viewers, this was a familiar story of workplace power imbalance. A CEO, a subordinate, questionable relationship dynamics. It triggered conversations about ethics in tech, where blurred lines and unchecked power have long been issues.